So John doesn't really let me do a lot of the intros anymore because apparently I got a potty mouth. But it sure would be nice if the Panthers could get their collective asses out of their heads tonight and stop allowing more than 3 goals. All right, was that good enough? Was that PG enough for you, YouTube? Bunch of douchebags.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans. So, got the Rangers tonight in what is technically a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals. Doesn't really feel like that way around here, though. You know what I mean? Bob is in net. Balinskis is still at forward. Barkov is still out. But one thing that we cannot say is we can't say that the defense is not intact. Now, whether or not Balinskis will be in the top 6 when everybody is healthy, that remains to be seen. But basically, these are the guys on defense that are supposed to be the Stanley Cup champion repeaters. I think I said that right. So this should be a good test. Now, I know without Barkov, it's going to be a tough sled, all right? There's not a lot of teams in the league that match up against us well with Barkov in the lineup. The Rangers are one of them. And now, of course, with him out, just show me more effort. Give me a close game. I'd like to get a point. I'd love to get 2 points. But please do not do us the disservice of having this be some 6-2 shellacking, and then everybody's got to kind of go into the weekend wondering what the hell is wrong with this team. Stop allowing more than 3 goals. We haven't done it yet, although we're not the Penguins. The Penguins have allowed 35 goals in 8 games. That's bad. We're, I think, second worst in the conference that way. Stop. Enough. No more pucks off skates. No more bad angles. No more breakaways when Ekblad loses the puck at the blue line. No shorties. Now watch us lose 2-1. All right. Let's go. All right, so it's 2-1 Panthers after 1. Now, I don't want to be that guy who stands here and is a fan of Stanley Cup champions and we're winning a game after the first period and to complain about how we're playing. But I'm going to do it. So we get a couple of early goals. Lundell gets left alone on the side of the net, and he buries it. And then Verhaeghe just says F it and takes a shot, and Shesterkin just misses it. And it's 2-0. And then we decided, who needs defense? And we let them get one back. And if it wasn't for Bob making a couple of spectacular saves, we might be losing this game 3-2 already. Now, I know there's no Barkov, and I know it's early, and I know we won the cup, and I know all of the excuses. It sure would be nice if we would just play a game, go out and play a period. I don't even want to get greedy. Can we just see one period of Panther hockey where we got back check, forecheck, physical play, skating, defense? Because it's hard to analyze the new guys in terms of Boquist and Greer, not just defense, but some of the Boquist, Greer, Schmidt. They moved Samoskevich down to the 4th line because he had a couple of not so great moments. Well, what did you think was going to happen, Maurice? He's playing the Rangers. So we're winning the game. But it don't feel like we're winning the game. And if we continue to play defense that looks like a bunch of kindergartners on the frickin' recess field, we're going to be losing the game by the end of the second period. Let's move on. They did it. It's 3-1 Panthers at the end of 2. They played a complete period. There was a little bit of forechecking, a little bit of back checking. I'm pretty sure I saw Ekblad lay a hit, kinda, ish, enough, right? We played a good period of hockey. Now, it wasn't like Stanley Cup Game 7 good, but that was the best period of hockey we played in a few days, that's for damn sure. Just nice and easy. I can't praise the goaltender in the middle of the game, so we'll save that for the post game. But it's 3-1. It could have been 4-1. Oh, we've had some close chances. The Lundell, Luosterainen line with Reinhart is going. The Verhaeghe line, Bennett, Kachuk is going. I haven't seen much of the fourth line at all. It took Samoskevich. He even got demoted off of the second power play. So that's it. That's it. Once we get healthy, that's it. Maurice has seen enough. You can tell. You could wave Samoskevich goodbye. He'll be on frickin', off the ice or on wave. Maybe he'll get a goal. Of course, now if he gets a goal while he's on the fourth line, don't ever move him off the fourth line. He does need to score. He did have a couple of bad shifts. I understand it, right? I just don't want the kid to get demoted off of the ice when we get healthy. But I don't trust Maurice. So, all right, let's finish this game. The Rangers right now haven't lost the game in regulation. We have a 2-goal lead heading to the third period. Finish this. Did not see that coming after the first 5 minutes of the game. 1, 2, 3, 2 points. And. Bubba Ruski, Bubba. I didn't want to jinx it by talking about it before the game. Bubba gets his head rubbings. By the way, in case you guys were wondering what this is, this is Fluffy's leash. I got his leash and his collar here. So that's what you guys see moving. So Bubba gets win number 400 tonight. And yeah, so we did the thing. We actually didn't allow more than 3 goals. It's been a long time coming. It's the first game of the year. We didn't allow more than, 3 or more goals. So Rangers get their first regular intermittent. I can't talk. The Rangers lose their first game in regulation tonight. Panthers get 2 points. 3-1. That's the end of the recap. That's all I got. So, it was a weird game. Maybe it's just me. You guys can tell me if it's just me. But, we played a really good second period. We played a really good third period. I'm curious for Ranger fans. I'm not wanting to take anything away from my own team, but being that I'm a Panther fan, I will tend to be overcritical about my own team. Am I the only one that kind of feels like the Rangers, I don't want to say they didn't show up, but I didn't see what I would consider the best game from the Rangers tonight. Curious if the Ranger fans feel that same way. I didn't really see them with a ton of energy, not very much hitting. They beat the crap out of us in the face-off circle. We need Barkov back. But it just kind of seemed like we just played our nice, solid game and got the 2 points and got the hell out of there. And the Rangers, like in the last 10 minutes, they did not seem all that interested to urgently turn it on to come back and win the game. They just kind of said, oh, well, I guess Panthers won the game. And so there it was. So, good to see. We needed that. Shesterkin kept them in that game. Now, Bob made his complement of nice saves, but especially late second, early third period, Shesterkin really had to make a lot of saves to keep that from being 4-1, 5-1, 6-1. We had a lot of chances. Verhaeghe got robbed, which, by the way, somebody came to the stream tonight, ECO, and apparently, I think this was late second or early third, and apparently they had placed the bet. It was already 3-1, and they asked if I thought anybody would get another goal. he had placed some kind of bet where if there had been one more goal scored after it was 3-1, he would have won $4,500. And then Goldie called that goal. They even put the fourth goal up on TV, and then Goldie's like, oh, I guess Shesterkin made the save. That's my bad. So the dude, for a solid 20 seconds, I mean, Colin and I had enough time to high five and everything. For a solid 20 seconds, the poor guy thought he had won $4,500, and then he just watched it on scripts go from 4-1 to 3-1, and nobody ever scored again. We didn't even really get close to an empty netter. So I kind of felt bad. Which, by the way, before I forget, thank y'all for coming out to the stream. Thank y'all for the super chats. Really do appreciate greatly the super chats that are coming on the streams. Some of you giving super thanks in the comments of the videos, and that's greatly appreciated because that's how I feed Kyle. What else do we see tonight? So top to bottom, like I talked about, the Lundell line, Bennett line looking good. I did see the fourth line. I don't know how much time they got on the ice. I only saw Sam Miskevich on the ice like twice during the third period, and his group as the fourth line, very short shifts. I think Maurice kind of wanted to tighten things up and make sure we got this win. Defensively, I'm still not... I don't have all that much of an opinion about Schmidt and Boquist, the new guys on defense. It is not like last season where within 3 or 4 games we were like, whoa, OEL looks really good. Like we were like, Ekblad and Ontor, just take your time. We're good. You don't get the same feeling with Boquist and Schmidt. Schmidt's kind of invisible out there, so okay, that means he's not making mistakes. Now, one thing I did mention was we're not going to get, other than Forsling, we're really not getting very much even offensive shots out of the blue line. And then as soon as I said that, Ekblad took a shot, then Mikkola took a shot. I thought Mikkola got the goal, but apparently Bennett got the deflection there. So he's got like 40 goals in the first 5 games because it's a contract year. Of course, Verhaeghe got the first goal, his first goal. We thought Verhaeghe got the second goal, but apparently Goldie is, I guess he's going blind. I don't know what it is. Next time, Goldie, if you don't see the ref, if the ref is not pointing his arm, it's not in the net. It's not in the net. My favorite part with that is that they actually changed the score on scripts. So, that takes a half of a second. So, we kind of talk about this on the stream and everything in terms of if we think Boquist and Schmidt are going to be the guys defensively. I don't think that there's anything wrong with their game, but in terms of going into the playoffs, I would be really, all 5 realies, I'd be really surprised if we did not go out before the trade deadline and acquire a legitimate veteran top 4 defenseman. I would just really be surprised. That's not a knock on anybody that's playing now. Now, the only caveat to that is once Spolinskis, if he could stop playing forward, if we can get him back in the lineup, if he develops to maybe be Mikkola's partner and we feel comfortable that way, we may not need to pick somebody up. But I would still be surprised if we did not pick up, let's just say, an Okposo, but for the defense, right? So other than that, we get 2 points, and I did not think this was going to happen tonight. There was no bark-off. We looked terrible against Minnesota. The defensive structure has just not been good. And even tonight, we look good. We look good. Bob made the saves. But again, for your Ranger fans, I don't think that was the Rangers' best effort. I did not sense a lot of urgency in New York's game tonight. I did not see Trocheck flying around. I don't think anybody, there wasn't really much in the way of any hits or anything like that. So I'm happy we won, but I wouldn't read too much into this, Panther fans, other than Bob got his 400th, and we didn't allow more than 3 goals. That was important. That was important. And last thing I'll say, I think it was Amanda on the stream today at noon. I think it was Amanda. She mentioned at this time last year we were 4-3-1 and then went on a 6-game heater. And that would mean we would have to win both games in Finland and the game against, I believe it's Nashville, when we come back. So, tall task there, but it could happen. Barkov's either going to be back Sunday or Saturday or Monday, because they said he'd be back before Finland. I'm sure he wants to get a game or two in before Finland. So we've got the Islanders Saturday, and then Monday we have Buffalo, right? Yeah. And Monday, by the way, will be our Halloween special. If you guys and girls who are fans of this channel and know what we do, we're still doing the Halloween thing. It's going to be a little bit different this year, right? It's like usually I would get all motivated because Matthias will be here, or I'm dressing up and Karen and I are, I'm doing something, or I'm playing with the dogs, and it's just kind of me and Kyle this year. So it's going to be the same but different. Just put it that way. I got to figure it out. I still have all the same old costumes, but I'm trying to figure out, maybe I'll incorporate. I'll keep my mouth shut. Now I got an idea. So that'll be Monday. We'll have our Halloween special out as part of the recap. So, and Kyle will do his. We went out and got the 2 pumpkins today, so he'll do his pumpkin carving probably this weekend, and then that'll be again on Monday's video. And then we have a few days off in between. We're going to try to keep up with content there. I'll still have the live streams and everything like that. So, all right, nice. I did not expect this. We'll take it. Absolutely take it. I'm sure Ranger fans kind of feel like, I don't know, a couple goals Shesterkin gave up in the beginning. They didn't look so good, and then he just locked the door, but there was nothing for it. Bob on his number 400. He got his number 400. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at noon.